From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On first down, it's Miles. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He's got daylight. 20. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. They had trouble stopping the run last week of the loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check 49.
They go jet sweep. Washington with it. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, it's Miles. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Down. You ready? 7:34.
On first down, Carr. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Carr to throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete to John Ross. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Carr now on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down and 4. Carr firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Gold for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Throwing now is Carr. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Bengals grab it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. That'll be taken in there by James Washington.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here we go. Black 80. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Hey, watch the leg. 54.
Man.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
So much. About offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
11.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Uzomah. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
White.
Check.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
I got you. 21.
Garoppolo now. And he's going to go down again. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a change of possession here on the punt. The Panthers will take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Going quickly out wide to Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Thomas, the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
13. Hey, Haywood.
They'll run on 1st down. Miles. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got an open man, it's Washington. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
To throw is Carr. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's going to sling this deep down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now Carr. That's caught. It's Thomas. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, as the first half is winding down. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here we go.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. James Washington was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
21. Go. Check.
Now Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Miles. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
I got you, boy.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Got his target, Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run with McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Carr. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Carr now to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Robert Kimdichie able to get him for a loss of about 3. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Being chased out left. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now, what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Carr. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check. Bravo.
Garoppolo. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback.
Here we go.
But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Carr to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. Levante David in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Panthers on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 19. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
2-18, chop it. 2. Hey, exit.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
White down. 185.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Panthers, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Ready up. Single. Got it. Set her. Naughty wolf. Hut, go! Here we go! Ready, ready! Ready! 10, touch scared. 80 whip, let it go! Let's go now! Push, push! Ready, set! Set, right! Here we go! Push! Okay, ready! on, set. Set up. Ready, ready. We good. 132. Fight up. Here we go, here we go. Hey, Lobo, rotate, spell, push. Ready, single. Down, set, hut. Let's go! 60 arms! Let go! On the ready! Ready, ready! Ready! Ready, go! Set, ready! 60 out low! Hood, hood! Let's go! Set, cut! Ready? Right! Hood! Okay? Right! Let go! Ready, ready! 18 Gator, 18 Gator! Ready! Set, hut! Set up! Set! 15 90. We good. 132. Fight up! Here we go. Hook. On the double. Single. Ready. Now, set, hut. Let's go now. Let go. Here we go. 10, not scared. Ready, ready. Come on, set. Ready, go. Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut. Down. Set, set, hut. Let's go. And read. Hut. Set, ready. Let go. Ready, ready, ready. Set, hut, 30 base. Set up. Set. Return. 132. Fire. Here we go. Let it go. Come on, set. Sit the Pittsburgh. Right. Here we go. Set. Right. Down. 15 Lonnie. Hard. Let's go. Set. Ready. Ready. Set up. Set. Hut. Return. 1, 2. Fire. Set. 7. Put. Here we go. Set. Signal. Ready. Set. Set. Hut. Ready. Hut. Go. Let's go now. And read. Great stuff. Ready. Here we go. Hey, Lobo. Let it go. Come on, set. Hut. Right. Okay, ready, set, hut. Here we go, hut. Down, 30 base. Hut, go. Let's go. Sit ready. On the set. Set up. Set. Ready. 60 outlaw. Return. 1, 2. Ready. 18 Gator. Hood. Ready. Signal. Set hut. Set. Hut, go. Set, hut! Come on, set! Hut! Here we go! Here we go! Down! Now the wolf! Ready! Ready! Set up! Let's go! 10, touch scared! We good! 132! Order! Set, ready! Get the flag! Put! Ready, ready! 7 seconds! On the ready! Set, hut! Set, hut! And hut, go! Set! Hey, Lobo! Ready, ready! Here we go! Let it go! Ready! 30 base! Confirm! Confirm! Put, put! Ready! Set, cut! Let's go now! 60 yards! Cut! Here we go! 60 out, hut go! Come on, set! Ready! Here we go! Here we go! Set up! Down! 18 Gator! 18 Gator! We good! 132! Order! Let's go! 60 big push! Set, ready! 15 Lonnie! 15 Lonnie! Set go! Ready, ready! Now the wolf! Set, hut! Ready? Right! Hut, go! Set, hut! Ready, ready! Okay? Ready, go! now. 70 ending. Ready. Here we go. And read. Set up. Ready up. We good. 132. Fire. Come on, set. Hey, come on. Put. Here we go. Here we go. 30 base. Single. Down. 60 yards. Set high. Let's go. 60 out low. Let go. Set, ready. 18 gator, 18 gator. Ready, ready. Ready, ready. To Pittsburgh. Ready, go. Set, hut. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Hut, hut. Set. Now the wolf. Set, hut. Here we go. Set. 10, Tuscan. Hut. Got it. Let go. Ready. Get the blast. Ready. Let's go now. 70 ending. Shut up. Ready, set. We good. 132. Right up. Here we go. And read. Put. Come on, set. Hey, come on. Single. Here we go. Here we go. Go to base. Set hut. 60 orange. General, west. Ready, ready. Let's go. 60 outlaw. Let it go. Set, ready. 18 gator, 18 gator. Hood, hood. Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Set, hut. Set, hut. 15 Lonnie, 15 hut. On the set. Hut go. Set. Now they walk. Ready. Here we go. Set. 10, Tuscan. Set up. Ready. Hit the flag. 3 cars. 132. Right up. Let's go now. 70 ending. Push. Here we go. And read. Single. Come on, set. Hey, Lobo. Set, hut. Here we go. Here we go. 30 base. Hut go. Down. 60 orange. Ready, ready. Let's go. 60 outlaw. Ready, go. Set, ready. 18 gator, 18 gator. Hood, hood. Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Set, go. Set, hut. Set, hut. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Hut. Set. Now the wolf. Hut go. Here we go. Set. 10, Tuscan. Set, hut. Here we go. Here we go. Go to base. Ready, go. Hut, go. Down. 60 yards. Hut, go. Ready, ready. Ready. Ready, go. Let's go. 60 outlaw. Hut, hut. Set, ready. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Set, set. Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Hut. Set, hut. 15 Lonnie, 15, hut, go. On the ready. Ready. Set. 91. Set up. Here we go. Set. 10, touchdown. Good job.